In the quiet end of the day, you ease yourself down into your favorite chair. Your knees feel a little heavy. Your back is a little tight. You tell yourself, once I sleep, I'll feel better. But morning comes, and instead of feeling restored, you wake up stiff, foggy, or more tired than when you went to bed. You're sleeping, and yet your body doesn't quite feel rested. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. And it's not always about how long you sleep. Instead, it's about how you are sleeping, the positions your body holds for hours at a time, that quietly decide how you feel the next day. This is where today's senior health tips come in, because your sleeping position can ease your joints, support your heart, and nourish your brain. And it can also silently strain them if we never adjust with age. Have you noticed that you can get what looks like enough sleep on paper, but still wake up sore, foggy, or off balance? Today, we're going to walk through 4 sleeping positions that are surprisingly tough on the body after 60, and 4 better options that can help you wake up more comfortable, more clear-headed, and more yourself. Before we begin, take a slow breath. Let your shoulders drop. We're just going to explore gently and give you choices to try. Nothing to fear, only ways to support the body that's carried you this far. You might start by thinking about the position you use most nights without even realizing it. Maybe you lie on your stomach, face pressed into the pillow. For many people, this started years ago. It felt cozy, it quieted the mind, it made it easier to drift off. But as we move into our 60s, 70s, and beyond, that same position can ask a little too much of the neck, the spine, and the lungs. When you sleep on your stomach, your head has to twist to the side and stay there for hours. Your neck muscles are pulled in one direction, and the small joints in your spine are rotated and compressed. You may not notice it while you're asleep, but your body does. And it often shows up as morning stiffness, headaches, or tingling in the hands and arms when you wake. Your chest is also pressed into the mattress, so your lungs can't expand as fully as they'd like. You still breathe, of course, but the breath tends to be shallow. Over time, this can leave you feeling less refreshed and more fatigued, even if you've been asleep for hours. If this is your go-to position, you don't need to panic or feel guilty. You can simply begin to shift it. Start by rolling one hip slightly toward the side or placing a thin pillow under one shoulder to gradually move your body toward a gentle side sleep instead of a full face-down posture. Small adjustments, repeated night after night, teach your body a new habit. Another common position is curling tightly into a ball, knees drawn up close, shoulders hunched, chin tucked toward the chest. Emotionally, it can feel soothing, like you're wrapping yourself in your own arms. Physically, though, a very tight curl can quietly make breathing and posture harder over time. When the knees are pulled too high and the chest is rounded, the diaphragm, the main breathing muscle, gets compressed. You still breathe, but the breath becomes quicker and shallower. For an older body that already works a bit harder for oxygen, those smaller breaths can add up to morning fatigue, fogginess, and sometimes headaches. Over months and years, that curled position also teaches your spine to stay in a C shape. The muscles and ligaments that support upright posture adapt to the shape you give them most often. So the more time you spend rounded forward at night, the more your body wants to stay rounded during the day. That doesn't mean you can't sleep on your side. It just means that instead of curling tightly, you allow some space. Your knees are bent but not pulled all the way to your chest. Your chest can gently open, and your head rests in line with your spine. Think of it less like curling into a ball and more like resting in a soft curve. Many people have also been told that lying flat on the back is the healthiest way to sleep. Straight spine, even pressure, arms at your sides like a quiet soldier. For some younger bodies, that position can work well. But after 60, lying completely flat with very little support under the head and knees can create its own challenges. When you're on your back with no elevation, gravity allows the tongue and soft tissue in the throat to slide backward more easily. For some older adults, this leads to snoring or brief pauses in breathing through the night, and those tiny interruptions can lower oxygen levels, nudge blood pressure higher, and leave you feeling strangely drained the next day. Flat back sleeping can also aggravate acid reflux. When the head and chest are level with the stomach, it's easier for stomach acid to creep upward, leaving you with a burning throat, coughing, or a sour taste when you wake, even if you never felt heartburn while you slept. Have you ever been told you snore loudly, stop breathing for a moment, or wake up with a dry, irritated throat? If so, it doesn't mean you can never lie on your back again, but raising the head and chest even a little and supporting the knees can turn that same position from stressful into supportive. We'll talk about how that looks in a moment, but first let's look at the next, not so helpful sleeping position, the recliner. For many older adults, a favorite recliner becomes the safe place. Joints feel better there. It's easy to get in and out, and the soft hum of the television can lull you to sleep. However, a short nap in a recliner is one thing, but when the recliner slowly replaces a bed and when you're sleeping there most nights, the body starts to pay a quiet price. In that semi-sitting position, blood and fluid can pool more easily in the lower legs and ankles. Over time, that can make swelling more common and circulation less efficient. It also means your spine never quite gets a chance to fully lengthen and relax. Muscles in the hips, back, and core stay slightly on, which can lead to more stiffness and weakness rather than less. And because recliner sleep is often lighter, you may not dip as deeply into the restorative stages of sleep where memory, healing, and tissue repair are most active. You may spend 8 hours with your eyes closed, but your body might only feel like it got 4 hours of true restoration. If you rely on a recliner because lying flat feels uncomfortable, that is completely understandable. Your pain is real. And it's not about shame, it's about options. You can keep the comfort of a gentle incline while shifting that rest back to a bed that better supports your whole body. So, if those positions tend to work against the body over time, what can work with it? Let's explore 4 sleep positions that are especially kind to the heart, spine, joints, and brain, the kind of practical senior health tips you can try tonight without special equipment or complicated routines. One of the simplest is sleeping on your side with a small pillow between your knees. On the surface, it doesn't look dramatic, but for your lower back, hips, and pelvis, it's a quiet game changer. When you lie on your side and let a pillow rest between your knees, your top leg stays supported instead of dropping forward and twisting the lower spine. Your hips stay more level. Your back muscles don't have to work so hard to hold you in place. Many older adults find that this one shift noticeably reduces morning stiffness in their back and hips within a week or two. Sleeping on the left side in particular can also help with reflux, because it keeps the stomach a bit lower than the esophagus and encourages smoother digestion overnight. You can picture it, a calm bedroom, soft light, you lying on your side, head supported, knees resting on a small cushion, breath moving in and out at an easy rhythm. Your body isn't fighting to hold you together. The bed and pillows are doing that work so your muscles can truly let go. If side sleeping isn't comfortable all night, or you prefer your back, you might benefit from another gentle option. You can try lying on your back with your head and chest slightly elevated and a small pillow under your knees. Think of it as a soft slope, not a steep incline. Your upper body is lifted just enough that gravity helps keep your airway more open and your stomach acid where it belongs. Your knees are supported so your lower back can rest against the mattress without tension. For many older adults, this position eases heartburn, reduces snoring, and makes breathing feel easier. You can create it with a wedge pillow, a few firm pillows stacked under your upper back, and a rolled towel or pillow under the knees. What's one small change like this that sounds doable for you? A pillow between your knees, a slight head elevation, or something else? Keep in mind that you don't need to do everything at once. Even one thoughtful adjustment can teach your body that you are safe, you are supported, you can soften now. Another gentle choice is a relaxed back sleeping position we might call a soft starfish. Instead of lying straight and rigid, you allow your arms to rest a little out from your sides, your palms relaxed, your shoulders open rather than pinned underneath you. With a supportive pillow under the head and maybe a small rolled towel under the neck, this shape lets the chest expand and the upper back widen. It takes pressure off the shoulders and can ease some of the tension that builds there from years of lifting, reaching, and carrying. Many people notice fewer tension headaches and less morning neck stiffness when they switch from tightly tucked arms to a more open, relaxed upper body. Your breath also benefits. With the chest free and the rib cage able to move, each inhale can be a little deeper, each exhale a little more complete. Your nervous system responds to that steady rhythm by settling, which supports deeper, more restorative sleep. And then there's a favorite among many specialists who work with older adults, a 45-degree side recline, halfway between sitting and lying down, often on the left side. Imagine this. You're resting on your side, but slightly propped, your upper body supported by a firm wedge or layered pillows. A small pillow sits between your knees. Your head is aligned with your spine. You're turned gently toward the side, but the angle keeps your chest open, your airway clear, and your digestion calm. For many seniors, this in-between position is a sweet spot. It combines the comforts of side sleeping with the benefits of elevation. It can reduce nighttime reflux, support easier breathing, and protect the spine, all at once. And because your body feels both supported and safe, it often allows for longer stretches of deep, uninterrupted sleep. Some older adults who once relied on their recliner find that, with the help of a wedge and a few well-placed pillows, they can recreate that same angle in bed, but with much better support for circulation, muscle relaxation, and long-term joint health. Which of these positions feels most appealing to try in your own nighttime routine? A supported side sleep, a gently elevated back sleep, a relaxed starfish, or do you think you'd prefer the 45-degree side recline? You don't have to get it perfect. You just have to be willing to experiment and listen to what your body tells you in the morning. As we bring this all together, it helps to remember something simple and empowering. Sleep isn't just time off. It's one of the most powerful senior health tips you can give yourself. It's a nightly appointment with restoration, and the way you position your body sends a message. Curled too tightly, pressed too flat, or propped in a way that restricts circulation, your body quietly collects tension, aches, and fatigue. Supported, aligned, and gently elevated where needed, your body uses that same time to repair, reset, and renew. You don't have to overhaul everything at once, and instead you can start small. Add a pillow between your knees, raise your head and chest a few inches, shift out of a tight curl into a softer side position. Try a gentle 45-degree side recline on nights when reflux or breathing bothers you. Over time, these choices add up to easier mornings, steadier balance, clearer thinking, and a deeper sense of comfort in your own skin. What sleeping position have you used most of your life? And what one small change are you curious to try after hearing this? Your body is still capable of healing. Your nights can still feel kinder, and your mornings can still surprise you in the best way. Every day is another chance to care for the body that's carried you this far. Keep learning, keep moving, keep believing in your own strength, because aging isn't slowing down, it's leveling up. If today's message resonated, take a moment to subscribe, leave a thought in the comments, or share this video with someone who could use a little encouragement. Because together, we're proving that aging well isn't the exception, it's the standard.